ban, at least that, then it wouldn't be a situation where they're going to go to the neighboring community and local business loses.
People won't drive to Louisiana to smoke.
Yeah. I think Mayor Castro is right. First of all, because you should never argue with anyone who's always right.
There you go.
And so, you know, for that reason and that reason alone, and the fact that I don't live in San Antonio anymore, I could care less.
Do you play pool?
What, do I play pool? I think I might have one time way back in the old days.
He's probably excellent at it, right? That's the big fake.
But I don't smoke.
But I don't. Do I hit the ball with?
Yeah. But I don't smoke. Is that little white one?
Yeah. Right.
But I don't smoke, so you know I don't have too much compassion for smoking.
All right, let's take another First Amendment issue. A woman in South Carolina last month got a $450 traffic ticket because she had those truck nuts hanging from the back of her pickup truck. You know, the bull testicles, plastic bull testicles hanging from the back of the truck, and it violates her state's obscene bumper sticker law. I don't know if we need an obscene bumper sticker law, number one, but should you have the right to display the bull testicles on the back of your pickup truck? Is that your First Amendment right?
Well, we eat them in Texas. It's called, they're
so
animal oysters, and so I don't know. I think you'd have a difficult time explaining it. If you go to the rodeo, everybody wants to go eat mountain oysters.
How is it obscene if it's an animal part?
Yeah.
What state is this again?
South Carolina.
Dang,
the Palmetto State.
Let's ask Mayor Castro, see what he thinks.
I don't think he has them. I mean the bull test.
Oh.
All right. This was the 30th anniversary week of MTV. MTV started 30 years ago. What killed MTV?
They decided at some point, and it was probably in the early 90s, that this thing of like having people watching for 3-4 minute music videos, that it wasn't building the kind of audience that they wanted, where people would watch a certain video, then they would see a song they didn't like, they would go to switch to the channel. Yeah, so they wanted to start creating programming that was going to keep people on for half an hour or an hour. So they started doing The Real World, and then that was successful. So they started doing reality show after reality show. And what killed it is just they basically decided this is the way to go. We don't want to have to try to keep people for 3-4 minutes at a time. We want to keep people for longer stretches. And they ceased to be a music channel. And
yeah, you can download those videos on your iPhones, and you can watch. You don't have to go to a TV station.
Could that really be it? That we now have that instant gratification. We control when we see things and hear things. We don't need to wait for something to come on anymore. So any kind of programming where you have to wait for something to come on is not happening.
But people still listen to satellite radio, internet radio. People still
over the air radio.
Yeah.
Thanks for mentioning that.
Sorry about that. I was thinking about it in terms of music, but I didn't. But I think people still want to sort of maybe be exposed to things that they might not find on their own. But MTV just stopped playing music, basically.
I think the Mexican drug cartels had a lot to do with it.
You do? And Castro.
Well, we should ask Mayor Castro what he thinks about it.
Yeah. Major League Baseball is investigating A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, on charges that he participated in some illegal poker games. What the hell happened to baseball? Poker? Really?
Wasn't that like that would have been pretty mild for Mickey Mantle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think the allegation was there was some violence in that particular game, and it wasn't that he was playing poker, because they all and I don't know why baseball would intervene on that, but I think it might have been a character issue. There was some violence, and there were some people that were, some bookies or something that got a little crazy, and I don't know what.
When baseball cleans up its act on drugs, then they can worry about the moral fiber of the players. But I mean, really?
I think it was a Madonna video that he was in.
Yeah.
And Major League Baseball didn't get their cut.
It's an MTV.
It's an MTV. It all goes back to MTV.
I mean, I'm no fan of A-Rod, but I got to say, I thought these are men.
Yeah.
They play professional sports. They're on the road. They play poker.
They're bored. What are they supposed to do?
Well, I'm disappointed just because you're a diehard Red Sox fan that you gave A-Rod an out. I thought you would just hammer him on that.
I won't give him an out on anything else, but I'll give him an out on poker, because I'm sure some Red Sox players play poker too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. In Missouri this week, they passed a law, signed it into law. It says it's illegal for teachers to friend their students on Facebook. Now, I agree it's a bad idea. I mean, you shouldn't be, as a teacher, you shouldn't be in that social position with your students. But do we really need a law, or wouldn't this just be one of those deals where you sit down the new teacher on the first day and you're telling them the rules, and this is just one of the rules.
Well, I think Anthony Weiner's moved to Missouri and he's getting a teaching certificate.
Hey,
and they were
there you
trying
go.
to circumvent him, doing something inappropriate with the teacher.
See, we didn't know about that part of it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be the one for that.
Whatever happened to just knowing something's a bad idea? Yeah. By the way, this was opposed by some groups that said, quote, "We may find a time when Facebook could be used as a valuable teaching tool."
I think Mayor Castro said that.
I don't think so.
That won't be.
Will you get off his back for crying out loud?
That won't be
How bad is he?
Well, the other guy's not here.
He's all right.
You're gonna blame the mayor
Nice young
for
man.
MTV too, or?
My memory's getting bad.
You got him on the brain today.
Yeah.
Do we need to talk about this? What's the real problem? Let's talk this out.
In
What's
private.
the real problem?
In private.
All right. A doctors group this week started running an ad campaign that depicts hot dogs, Frankfurters, in a cigarette-style package, 20 of them in a little cardboard box. And they're making the claim that even though the old saying is, as American as hot dogs, apple pie, and baseball, hot dogs are actually as bad for you as cigarettes.
I'm not.
Because they increase the risk of colorectal cancer.
Well, if you get 3 packs of them a day, that probably
That could be a problem.
Yeah, but I mean,
If you're lighting one hot dog with the end of the previous hot dog,
that's the
then maybe you
but
have
that's
a
the
problem.
distinction that I see. That I don't think people are going to be eating hot dogs in that.
Why are
quantity.
people why are these health advocates, why are they always such wingnuts? Why can they never just make a rational, hey, let me just explain something to you, or here's some facts, here's the fat count or the calorie count. They always have to go, these PETA people and groups like this, they always have to go and do something totally, comic, comedic.
I think that the thinking now is that you have to do
You
something.
make a splash.
You have to make a splash,
And we're talking about it, so it worked. Except that it never gets the message across.
That's true.
It makes you want to eat more hot dogs.
I ate a lot of hot dogs in college because they're so cheap, so now I'm a little worried about my health.
Well, given that they're warning about colorectal cancer, I guess we should be glad that all they showed on the billboard was a package of hot dogs. I mean, I could have gone a lot.
You can always put 2 or 3 of them together and use it for a cue stick. Also.
Not that you know anything about that game.
I saw it done one
You've seen
time
other
in
people
Nicaragua,
do
I
it.
think. But
I just get the feeling he's the hustler, right? He's like the he's like the Paul
Fast
Newman
Eddie,
guy.
yeah.
All right. On that note, I want to thank our Gang of 4 today. We look forward to Gilbert Garcia's upcoming book on the 1976 Texas primary, and of course your writing in PlazaDeArmas.tx.com. You're still doing that.
Oh yes.
And Dan Rivas, we look forward to your
retirement.
Your run against Mayor Castro
Yeah, right.
in the next citywide election.
Retirement. And
If you say so. I'm not sure I buy it, but okay.
I'll tell you what. Before I go, I would like to say that Wimberley is a great little town.
Yes.
Go look me up if you can find me. But there's a great place to eat there.
Oh, yeah?
The Cypress Creek Cafe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
My friend Randy runs the place, and it's a great place to eat.
Very nice. Thank you. That was nice. A nice plug. All right. And Lyle Larson is going to be fishing and running that
Texas
show.
Hunting and Outdoor Classic.
Last weekend of
huntersclassic.com.
August.
Right.
All right. And hopefully come back from. We'll need you again in the legislature. So
Yeah, absolutely. Look
come
forward to
back.
it.
All right.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming. We hope you have a great weekend. We do this every Friday. And by the way, the podcast for Gang of 4 goes up on our website this afternoon. You can watch Gang of 4 on video podcast too. Right now in the newsroom, here's Karen.